You're playing golf or doing anything outside, chances are a lot of people are going to get a little wet today. How does this day unfold?
Well, we're going to continue to add up on those rainfall totals. Some folks have had quite a bit up into northern Iowa where soils are already waterlogged. They've had anywhere between 4/10 of an inch to near 8/10 of an inch of rain this morning from Spencer east through Algona. Mason City, that Highway 18 corridor, has had the heaviest overnight, around 1/4 to 1/2 an inch closer to the Highway 20 corridor. The lighter amounts have been down to the south, only 3/100 of an inch so far in Des Moines, but there are more heavier thunderstorms moving in that will likely add on to some of those heavier totals. We'll zoom into areas just west of the metro right now. That's where we're seeing some heavy downpours right now from just west of Ames over toward Ogden, Boone, up toward Fort Dodge, Highway 169 getting in on some of that heavier activity, and then in the parts of Dallas County as well, from Waukee back over toward Dallas Center, Adel, some heavy rain moving in, and that will add on to where we've seen some heavier or some lighter amounts so far. We'll pan down into southern Iowa, more showers and thunderstorms that are moving in. These are kind of breaking off a cluster in northern Missouri, so these will likely stick with us through at least the next several hours. Nothing inducing flash flooding right now. The showers and storms are moving too quickly for that, but will certainly keep you wet early on this morning. This first round of storms is associated with a warm front that's off to our south and west. That will lift off to the northeast, and then later today attention will turn to that cold front out in the parts of Nebraska and South Dakota. And as that front moves into more unstable air, especially over the western end of the state, that's where we'll be watching for the potential of severe storms through the afternoon and late evening hours, damaging winds and large hail, and we can't rule out a tornado with some of this activity as well. Watch that morning complex of storms progress off to the east. This is by 10 a.m. Most of that east of Highway 63, and then we start to clear up to the west, and that's important because that will allow that instability to build. And you can see as the front moves in our western and northwestern zones as early as 2 to 3 p.m. thunderstorms break out along that, and we'll have to watch some of these more southernmost cells, especially over the southwestern quadrant of the state, as these could tap into more of that wind shear and that unstable air. That's where the better chance for some severe weather will persist through the late afternoon and evening hours. And then later on this evening, more showers and thunderstorms that will likely persist as that cold front progresses off to the south and east. Expect anywhere between 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches of rain, especially from I-35 points to the east. The lighter amounts will be off to the west with this system. Overnight and into tomorrow morning, the cold front progresses down to the south. We'll get a push of drier air tomorrow, so mid-70s to lower 80s, and then we drop down into the 50s coming up Sunday morning. That drier and cooler air will persist into the early part of next week before the moisture starts to ramp back up. Tuesday into Wednesday, that increase in moisture will lead us to more thunderstorm chances beginning out to the west on Monday, spreading east on Tuesday, and we could see some severe storms as well once again next week. So again, weather aware for thunderstorms that redevelop this afternoon. Some of those could be severe. Dry and 84 tomorrow, 79 Sunday before more thunderstorms move in Monday and Tuesday of next week.